Please join me in welcoming to the podium the one and only, my highly esteemed diplomat, the #1 leader, Ubitex Nigeria, Alhaji Abdulfatai.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I greet every one of you, and I feel so much honor as well for you to invite me once again to Lagos. Because anytime I come to Lagos, I feel homely. Nevertheless, any business you do, when you are yet to step the foot of the business in Lagos, the business have not yet taken off. Yes. So I would not want to take too much of your time. I must be very grateful to Ambassador Lights. We can see how he's spreading the lights of this gospel. He doesn't want to keep it to himself. Otherwise, what is earning today, at least, is smiling along with it. He wakes up every morning and is happy about it. As well as Mr. Wisdom, we can see when he started his presentation, he used a lot of wisdom in a manner that names go along with people's activities. So nevertheless, like I said, I would not want to waste too much of your time. My name is Abdulfatai Abdul, but my acronym is AA Abdulfatai because that's the name of my company. My primary business is real estate. Even though before I started on my own, I left Nigeria Port Authority in 1987. That's Tinker Island, Apapa here. Yeah, I then joined Port Harcourt Refinery. I left there 1992. For some reason, I went on sabbatical, study leave, and the rest. And I decided not to return to salary base, so I decided to go fully into real estate. So, and by virtue of that, I've risen to the peak of the profession as an estate surveyor and valuer chartered. So I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyor and Valuer in Nigeria. I'm into auctioneering as well. I practice fully, mostly, let's say US, partially in Nigeria and UK when it comes to auctioneering. But what we are seeing on the screen is far beyond any of these two areas that I mentioned earlier. And why is it so? Diversification is very key. If I want to ask within this audience now, how many of us have lost money online before? Just about 6 people. Okay, I can see quite a number of us have lost money online before. To reconfirm again, how many of us have lost money in an exchange before? In an exchange to say, okay, not that you buy coin in an exchange or you buy token, in real exchange, that you lost money before. What's the name of the exchange?
Binance.
Binance.
Yep.
Lost money.
Well, maybe a lack of concentration.
It's not one to concentrate, so you don't drag us back. And I have my reason why I'm asking. Because when you talk about exchange, most of us don't understand what it means. The moment you tell people that the shop you want to introduce them to is online, again, that's the fear of, I don't think. Or if somebody even trying to call your attention to what you are telling the person about, will be telling you, somebody have told me something like that before. And by the time you present the two, the one they've told the person before and what you are telling the person now, they are quite different. And that's why I'm asking if there is anyone who has lost money in an exchange before. You might lost money in buying coin, in buying token, on you wrongly determine the market and you lost money the exchange does not lose any money. Whether you make profits, whether you lose in your trading, they are making their money. And what we need to understand is that the era at which we find ourselves now, the reality of where money lies is not in effort, but it's on platforms. And that's why you will see a system like Alibaba, AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, and the like of them. They are just a platform for buyer of a product and a seller of what? Of a product. Alibaba and all of these establishments, they don't have one single product for themselves.
Absolutely.
But the owners are counted among the richest in the world. Why? Because they are collecting their own commission at every transactions. The same thing if we go to the transportation system, we know of Uber, isn't it? Yeah. Bolt, InDrive, Grab. Who know Grab here? It's not in Nigeria, but when you travel out, you see Grab and the like of them. You cannot see any transport being owned by Uber that they are the owner, or InDrive. People can label InDrive, it's not owned by InDrive. The platform is what is generating money for the owners. Likewise, if you go to the hospitality industry, you talk about hotel.com, booking.com, I'll go there, Expedia, and about 200 of them. They have been there. Whether you lodge in the hotel or you don't lodge, booking.com will make their money. And that's why some hotel will tell you cancel it, book it directly, because they don't want to pay what? Commissions. Like Uber will tell you, let me off the app, let's negotiate, because they don't want the commission to go there. These are man-made things that are. But when you come to online activities, it's guaranteed that their profit is secure. Most especially when it comes to a platform like that, we are going to tell ourselves about it. I'm not an expert when it comes to crypto. Like I mentioned, my area of discipline and forte is what? Real estate. And I'm not practicing by the door. I have practiced actively. I've participated in the institution. I've served at several levels in the states, that's FCT, and at federal level within the national body and the government establishment. I was the secretary of our institution to government interrelationship for over 8 years, in several other committees as well too. So not that maybe I don't find something doing. That's why I'm here, not at all. I will tell you how I come across this business. And age is not a barrier, honestly. Because as at the time I was thinking that my mates that were not like in the private business like myself, 90% of them are retired by now. Because by age I should be around 714 months. Yes, I think so. Yeah, about 714 months. So if I'm within the government establishment, by now, it's either I will have retired by age or retired by the number of years I've spent in service. So nevertheless, age is no barrier. So if I could find myself within this establishment, that some will come out to say they have been within this blockchain within 10 years, 4 years, you see that I'm a kindergarten. So you will permit me or pardon me if I'm not using some words like the expert will use it, because I always do my own presentation and talk in a layman level. So permit me if I'm not speaking like a professional, because I'm a businessman. So I use my business mentality to analyze issues. And that's why when people say they lost money online, I've never lost money online before. And not that people don't come with me with business offers online, both physical and virtual. But I'm trained as an estate surveyor and valuer, and by virtue of one aspect of our profession, we are trained to analyze business, and that's why we do visibility and viability analysis for any project. So if we do for you, if it's viable, yes, you will make profit. And if we tell you this project is not visible nor viable, if you try it, you will lose money. Several projects that people bring my way, I put them to test. When I simulate them, if they are not good, I drop them. So this crypto world, I came across it 2022, December specifically. physically to say I want to research into it. Before then, around August, the brother that followed me to this place, he introduced me to a particular project, crypto something. It gave me all what it take. I should just join, even if it is $1,000, just try. The pressure was so much, and I knew he was desperate to get something from the business. I didn't want to disappoint him. I did $100, and I did another $1,000 just to satisfy his. But I told him, if you permit me, give me this and this and that for me to inquire into it. If it's good enough, even if it is, I can invest more. I will not talk the amount. I told him, if it's good, I will put money there. So he provided those information. I simulated the business, and I told him, I don't see this business going beyond November. I told him, and I gave him dates, that I don't see this business in December. I now looked through my analysis, forwarded it to the owner of the company in Malaysia. The man called me on phone, we spoke, he couldn't convince me, said he was coming to Nigeria in October. He came, October 18 to 21, he was in Transcorp. For 3 days, we were together, morning to evening. He could not convince me, because I have my list of check when it comes to business. He could not, and he said, okay, if this one is not working, can I invest into another area? Because I told him, if the business, if you can convince me that it works very well, I promise him before he leaves Nigeria, he will get $1 million investment. And I meant it to the bottom of my everything to say he will get that investment. So he left. He wanted me to still bring money to buy some energy, some grasses that you plant under the sea. I said, this one that is on top of sea, I've not seen. So the next one is to me to go and plant. He said there is a place in the Kurudu of Badagry that is good for that. That is no problem. This one that is on the surface, let's solve it. If that is okay, to reach out to any of the government agencies won't be a problem. We will get to the bottom of the sea too. He left. So sometime around December 3rd, that same year, I never knew the business has failed in November like I predicted. So one of his aides, they came to Nigeria with 3 aides. So one of them now called me that they have this new project. He wants me to help them to assess the project, because the way I scattered the Oga head, the man, up to today, we are still relating. Yes, he greets me, Barika de Salah, Christmas, all this, we still chat, but not that cordial. So he now called me and now told him, yes, I will do it, $5,000, 3 days, you'll get your response. The moment he said, no problem, I will send 3,000 now. I sent him my wallet. I had wallet address through the registration of that one night. So I sent wallet address, Binance. He sent the 3,000. I couldn't sleep because I don't want to disappoint him. So he provided all the necessary. And that project, if you Google it, nothing online, nothing. So I decided to take my time. I look at it and I told him, I said, well, the best I've seen in this project, I see it for 6 months, it's good. But if they come up with something after that 6 months, it will indicate whether the business will last or not. Sorry, my story is long, but it's necessary. Because some of us who have lost money, we rush into it because we hear the amount that somebody is making, but that is not a factor. It might not last long. So I now look at it, I say, okay, let me register. Because if you are not inside system at times, you might not be able to know what the system is saying, meaning the theory aspect of it, now the practical aspect of it. I did $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000 at a go. And I told him, I'm not consulting for you. I want to be part of this business. Because the outcome of my check on that exercise gave me around 67%, which was good for me. Any project I give 60%, I will still consider it being good. And I got something close to 70%. I told him I was going to do it. And to God be the glory, I never regretted doing it. So it's in the course of it that this company as well, I met some of today's leaders in this business, 2022, 2023, that I've come across some of them, and if I tell them this thing is good, they will say it's good. If I say it's bad, no matter how they want to paint it, they will still see that it's bad. So, and as a result of that, when the project was to kick off last year, they were to start sometime around July last year. They now said they need to get some government clearance and some certification. That was what delayed it to this year, 2024. I was in Vietnam in March when the chief marketing officer and the present operational manager of the company called me. Where am I? I said, I'm in Vietnam. They said, okay, they are ready. Now I said, they should send me the necessary material. Let me do my check. So, being an exchange, I put it into proper check in light of existing exchange. This one I don't need any much challenge, but to look into the activities and what the ecosystem is all about. And when I checked, I told them I'm good to go, I'm ready. And then, they have not started to say this is how they will, but there are dates that were fixed for their activities. In fact, I will give kudos to them. They have never failed when it comes to the date of their roadmap. The only one now that I will say maybe they have failed is the one that the adjustment of the staking reward that was supposed to be effect from 18. We're in Malaysia. We're receiving a lot of calls, so we have to beg on behalf of our people, please give us little time. They said, okay, on the 25th, from 26th it will take effect. So if you notice that your earnings today, earning comes, but the referral bonus has already been adjusted for 26. After that plate, that's why they are doing the correction. So when they finish, it will run. They now extend it after, when we finish from Malaysia, some of the executive left for Europe, some left for Canada, and some left for Vietnam to attend other countries' events. That was when they concluded to say, okay, let's 1st of November be the effective date. So we are going to talk more on that. So like I was saying, the Ubit exchange we intend to look into is like the normal trading platform that we know when it comes to crypto. How many of us are here that are not familiar with anything crypto? That this is your first time that you are hearing about crypto? Only you. And me too. So let me support you. So you see, crypto, when we hear crypto, it's like another world entirely. Truly it is. Because everything are like in pairs. In English, there's a word and opposite. When you say physical, what comes to most people said is spiritual. But in the digital space, you use either digital or virtual. You understand? So you have physical money that is called fiat. Yeah. When you are talking in the crypto language, you refer to physical cash as fiat. Yeah. It's the same thing you are still referring to. Then, in the crypto space, everything is digital. And there's no boundary when it comes to crypto, like the fiat currency. Because the physical currency, Naira has a boundary. Dollar has the boundary, even though it is across. Now with BRICS, it might even have more physical boundary than we will ever imagine. So this is what digital space has come to, it has come to destroy that barrier that we have when it comes to issue of money. So Ubit Exchange is one of the global trading platforms that using artificial intelligence to carry out the operation of the business. And within this platform, there are a lot of things that some of us for the first time will be coming across with. Just like I mentioned earlier, that the business might start this year, but the ideas was far beyond this year. So in 2021, that was when the CEO and his friend and some of his colleagues came up with the idea of setting up this business. They've worked in several establishments, like MSC, MSC, Altcoin, and which MSC, let me see. So they've worked in several exchanges before now. So they've gathered their experience. And you know one thing, when you are training people like apprentices, or people are working with you in a normal business, they are your potential competitors. You agree with me? They are your potential competitors. And when you are working somewhere and you discover that they are making money, what will ever come to your head is how you will make money too, in your own way. And if you are very smart, you will always look for a loophole where if you want to start your own business, you want to build on it so you can perform better. Because if you are coming on board and you are not bringing something special or new, there's no how you will compete with the existing business. So nevertheless, their experiences have guided them to say there are opportunities more and more if they can advance in the technology that the opportunity has availed them. And what they came up with is this particular artificial intelligence that is called fly leopard technology. With this fly leopard technology, it has the capacity to read news that will affect the markets at the real time. It can analyze the blockchain sentiments, the necessary data as to guide when to go in and when to go out, and many more of what the artificial intelligence will do. If some of us are still here dreaming of arbitrage, we want to be benefiting, it's just for a limited time, because the world is coming to a closed circle with artificial intelligence, that if you buy from here, before you reach where you want to sell, the gap has already been closed. And that's why if you belong to any of such systems, don't compare it with exchange. Very soon, if you are making it now, I'm not saying the other side, but the reality is that it cannot last long, because artificial intelligence is closing this gap, yes. So the era of I buy it here, I want to go and sell it there is going. So this fly leopard technology, like I said, it has what it takes to make a whole lot of return for the exchange. And most especially, it guarantees with the market mechanism that they put in place with this technology, it guarantees investors' capital 100% that whatever you are coming in with, at the expiration of your contract, your capital secure 100 as well. Some of us who have completed some circle, is there anybody here who have completed any circle, 30 days or 15 days, that you enter with $100 and a day? How many days?
15 days.
15.
15 days and 1 month.
Okay, after your 1 month, your money completes or not?
Complete.
So why is it so? The market movements, either bearish or bullish, is not affecting your capital. It's only your daily earnings that affects. That's why if the market is bearish, that is going down, you will see your daily earning is going down. If it is bullish, that is going up, you see that yesterday na 5,000 I get to, today na 5,500, today na 5,600, and everybody pray that the value keep going up. Then it's not having market sentiment, and it's not real if there is no market indices relating with what you call a trading. Market is not affecting it, then something somewhere is wrong. So you can see that the trading aspect of it is very real. So this technology attracted all of these partners that we can see on the screen. I was privileged to be one of the witnesses of this MOU being signed between Ubitex and Crystal Capital Partner. I don't know whether you've watched the video. Before the event, some people thought maybe the CEO and the like of them, they are AI pictures and the rest of it, they are not. About 12 of us went to Malaysia in May to find out what was really going on, because as at that 18, the company has spent 1 month, 3 days. So I didn't go there alone. I went with some leaders in the crypto space, in fact with one of our associate professor in blockchain, and some others within the business, and some marketers, and people who have a very high level of interaction when it comes to engaging corporate entities. We went there with several questions was asked. Like I used to tell people, we didn't go there to eat rice, but to go and look at mansions. We went there for business. And after several questions, over 70 questions, when they were answered to the satisfaction of everybody, we see the business like something that's worth doing. And I believe nobody has come across this business since we started up to today. I have any reason to say I have my reservation or I'm scared in this area. So they partner and they were all there signing the MOU physically with the exchange. 2 or 3 of them that were unable to be there in Malaysia, they joined the Thailand events. So you will see the continuation of the signing of the event. It wasn't signed in the office or somewhere to be claimed to say, you see, it was signed physically in the presence of people. When we talk about compliance, is what you need to have for you to operate your business. If you're looking at Binance, you're looking at Bybit, you're looking at KuCoin or any other of these names that we are much more familiar with, these are mainly the certificates that authenticate the business for them. And Ubitex exchange as well, they have these compliance certificates in USA, Australia, and in Canada. They have some others, like in Japan, regionally, and in Nigeria here, we are trying our effort to see that we get them certified to operate in Nigeria as well. We have tried, if we are to rate our level of achievement in the registration, we are about 70% as we speak right now. So we are only waiting for a few documents from the company for them to take the level of registration into another level. They are 100% ready at any point in time to submit themselves to the authority for audits and for compliance. This is token economics. So you will bear with me that I will not too much dwell into this. I will only, for some of you who understand what this means, I know you will understand better, but for some of us who are like a layman like me, you will understand me small. The total circulation or production of what they are token, their own assets. How many of us are product network here? Networkers? How many of us? Okay, at least we have like 5 people here. Their products, which is within this digital space, they call it their digital assets too. They produce only 100 million for the entire world. How many? 100 million for the entire world. In Nigeria alone, if we are to take this one, will it be enough? No. It won't be enough. So this is just the maximum they produce. And in the course of this production, they distribute how this will enter into the market so as to get proper control of it. Because for every, if you are to follow the law of demand and supply, when you have too much supply, the price will come down, isn't it? But when the demand is higher than the supply, definitely the price will go up. And I believe that theory, you are appreciating it, isn't it? For some of us who have joined Ubitex. When we joined with the initial exchange offer, before the establishment, it was 10 cents, $0.1. 10 cents. Today is 2.7. That is 2,700% growth. Tell me business that you want to do that will give you within 6 months 2,000% growth. Tell me. I'm into real estate. I sold one house, for instance, for 60 million. The rents I used to collect on that property was 2.5 million annually in Kubwa. If you know Kubwa very well, it was a 4-bedroom bungalow. They paid 4 million, and the rent was not even regular. 3 years, the guy has not paid. If I call him once, he can call me like 15 times. So I was even tired. So somebody I could not harass, was a very friendly person. So 2.5 million, I said, this money can do better work here. I put it in the market. People were looking for it. The price was below market value because the nature of the building, the location, and the rest. In less than 3 days, I got a buyer. Sold the property for 60 million. The money 100% put here. Every day, that money is generating 375,000 naira. Do the calculation, 11 million naira every month. 11 million naira every month for that same property that was generating how much? 2.5 million. Yes, it was going 3 years, and I explained to the new buyer that this tenant here was owing me. So it's not that I have any obligation to keep him. It's up to you if you want to manage him or you want to remove him. You know, it was a tenant at will. You know what that means? A tenant at will, when you stay beyond the legality of your time, you are just there at will. The maximum notice you need by law is 7 days to eject you if you are a monthly tenant. So that is just by the way. So nevertheless, the token economics allow the company, before they start the business, to sell 10% of this 100% to individuals who were offered 10,000 partnership package, 5,000 and 3,000 package. It was supposed to last for 30 days, but within 17 days, people who understand what an exchange means, they all queue for it, and everything finished before in 17 days. So 10% of this has already gone into the market. That is the IAO. Then the team is for the executives, the management. How many percent? 5% of this is locked up for 2 years, and is going to be released to them after 2 years at what? A linear release. This linear release it means that they are not releasing it at once. They will start after 2 years to release today 1, tomorrow 2, next tomorrow 3, 4, 5, in order for it not just to be pumped out, in order to damage the price. The institutional investment, this is in line with those partners I showed you then. Their total investment was 20 million. If you know how to navigate into contracts, you can as well see it. My coach, Blockchain Angel, is here. He can open all those for you, because the day he did the analysis, we could all confirm to say, no, these are not just fictitious figures. They are very real, because within the blockchain, you cannot hide. If you know how to navigate, you cannot hide. Nowhere to hide. People will figure you out. What about this? You move it from here, you take it here. This figure here is not corresponding with what is here. So their own investment too, the 20%, is not going to be released to say into the market until when? After 2 years, in a linear release as well, so as to make the value more meaningful to the holders. Then the 5% liquidity is what is supporting the activities in the secondary exchange. Because without liquidity, you won't be able to do buying and selling of the assets. So the market is setting. These are what follows the promotional activities of the company, like the program they are organizing, the money they are spending here and there. They set aside 3% for it. So now, every one of us are benefiting from the market maker pledge, which is the 57%. So if you don't know what market maker means, let me bring it down to our understanding. How many of us here know people that are changing money on the road? What do you call them? Which tribe does that? Like when we started this discussion in Kano, you know, we started in Kano. When we started, I said, no, I will not start in Lagos this time. We did first, second, thought program in the north before we said, okay, Lagos now, they needed it.
Pay fine, no worry.
So, as it is, why am I mentioning that? If we don't understand what these market makers mean, if you have seen those people on the road, how many of them that you've known for the past 10 years that are no longer doing the business? Please, if you know any. Then why?
Police are chasing them the same day.
Why are they not leaving? Because it's risky. You know, when I was telling you what you need to look out for before you do any business, I thought somebody would say that I didn't finish the statement. There are key things that are very, very important when you are looking at business. There are 3 key that are very key. Number 1 is visibility.
Another flip it. We want it clearer. Thank you.
Number 1
Visibility.
is visibility. Number 2 is the viability. While number 3 is the security. If these 3, if they are key, within this one, you can have your list, it depends on you. Within here, you make your list. Here, you make your list, not just security, it's a police. There are levels that you need to look at. If these 3 are guaranteed, then there's what is sustainability. Because I know that is where some people will come and wait for me, say, what is the sustainability of the business? So this will answer this. Are you true? So the aboki you see on the road that is doing this business is because the business is what? There's a the business is visible. There's activities. And for aboki that is not living this business, I don't think anybody on the road has up to 15 type of currencies. Even here, if we are to name 10, we will give gap because we will not know what to call again. I should try. Okay, USD, that's dollar, pound sterling, 2, euro, 3, yen, 4, naira, no. No, naira is the basis.
I don't understand.
White is not a color.
Yeah, white is not a color.
White is not a color. So, rupee is making 5. CFA 6. Riyal 7. Dirham 7, 8. Arguments don't start. It's not up to 10. So you see what I'm trying to say is that hardly before you see these people on the road with up to 15 currencies, but yet they are still making it. Are you getting it? They are making it because they are making profit. If you want to know how these people make profit, give them money in the morning and go back and say, no, you don't need it again. They will not. They will give you at market value. Isn't it? Somebody asked me too, where these people make money? I say, one of it, you can experiment it. Either $10, $100, enter into an exchange with it. Whether you can come out with that figure is not possible. What will have been deducted? The charges. So, if the aboki on the road that have limited number of currency cannot leave the business, exchange has over 300, some have over 600, and every second they are not sleeping. 247, they are working. So the money is there. That is to show that there is real business there, and it's viable because they are making commission. They are collecting money from listing, collecting money from API, collecting money from every withdrawal you make. And they charge here and there. So they are making profit. So the security of it, we saw the compliance license they have, and we understand right now that they have been listed in over 5 secondary exchanges. Do you know what it takes to be listed in secondary exchange? From your management team, the technology, the viability of the asset you are bringing, how secure your platform is that you will not use it to enter into the secondary exchange to come and destroy it. All that will be checked before they will enter, and they are not just in one, to say, okay, they are just within their own exchange. They are now in so many other exchange, about 5 of them. And if you look into the aggregator exchange like CoinMarketCap, CoinKego, and Destool, and the like of them, even Finance Yahoo, they are there. They have what it takes to be in the market. So this market maker that I was trying to explain, those aboki you see on the road, do you think they are the one that have that money that they are using? The person, godfather, or people who are giving them the money to do the business, they are the market maker. You get that one? You get that now? Yes. So you are the market maker for this business, for them to go out to have what it takes to say, buy, sell, liquidity. They can provide for some other coin too that are looking for loan on daily basis. Let me push my coin with this, with commission. All of that, it makes them to be one of the what? The market makers. So, and if you are a market maker, you are the one that is determined, and it's not for free. So the artificial intelligence is playing a key role, either short-run trading, long-run trading. In all of that, they are taking advantage and they are making profit. If I have not seen, for the little I have seen behind the scene, if they are not making profit on daily basis, it's between 7.5 and 16%. Okay, so sorry, I don't understand. So these are some of the things that we need to understand when they come to the business. They try their best to make sure that things are working the way they are supposed to be. So the token economics, oh, you understand it now, why we are having value for the economic. So the market mechanism they put in place for the assets, their native token, is what is driving the value for it. There's no any magic about that. They create artificial value for it, and that value, artificial scarcity that they create for it, is what is giving it value. Some of us will be surprised. How's coin that they just started in May, and people are fighting each other in some instances? Why don't you tell me about this all this while? I've seen people who are like gurus when they come to crypto that I have come across to say, they don't think this project will go far. I say, it's not a matter of they are launching coin or they are launching token. It's an exchange, real-time exchange, where you can do your sports trading, you can do your future trading, you can buy any asset there, you hold it, and you can as well do the almighty staking that we are all benefiting right now from. You see, one of the tests, the day I was told about this exchange, when I was in Vietnam, on my system, I brought 2 phones, I opened the exchange, and I opened Pepe. I clicked on Pepe on all of them. I was looking at the algorithm, the speed, whether it's a pseudo exchange, the one that is retransmitting from others. I opened Binance, opened, not Bybit, is it KuCoin or CoinKego? One of them I opened. About 3 of them, I was trying to look at the speed at which the market is going. Yes, and I look at, no, this is real time. Now, that day and the following day, it was like the fastest. And I understand that because the community is not that much large. So if you want to use arbitrage, you will have taken advantage here more if the opportunity will have been there. So it's one of the key areas to confirm that the exchange is a real-time exchange. Now, when we talk about ecosystem is like what are other things that you have that want to make you to be special. I won't mention everything because they are just unfolding them. We are more familiar with the Visa card, isn't it? This Visa card, we have the virtual card and we have the physical card. The physical card is yet to be distributed, the first batch, the end of this month. Between this week that we are going now, the first batch will go out for people who have filled their form for the first batch. For the virtual card, I have used this severally in several places, and it's fantastic. How many of us are using it? Even in Jumia, Alibaba, AliExpress, everywhere. I was told on this my last trip in Malaysia that I can use it physically to withdraw money, the virtual card, on some ATM machine, or to pay virtual, like physically on. Yeah. So all I did was to download Alipay, because this Visa card, you can tie it with other payment gateway. And that's why if you open the application where you see deposits, you will see that their payment gateway accept MasterCard, Visa card, Alipay, Google Pay, Apple Pay. Have you seen that before? On your first page, deposit, you will see pay with fiat, and you see pay with chain. So if you tie your card with Alipay and you click on pay, if we have ATM machine that is accepting barcode, I will do my shopping. If I enter any supermarket, I don't need to put in card. I just need to flash this on their POS machine. I will get my product that I paid for. So it's so fantastic that this payment gateway, they were able to achieve this in less than 4 months of the existence of the exchange. We have so many exchanges that have been there for over 2 years that up till now, they are still finding it difficult to get a payment gateway partner with either MasterCard or any of the global. And as we speak right now, the payment gateway of Ubit Exchange is cut across all the global cards. You can go to the app, the front page, deposit, you are going to see every one of them. So the card, everyone have it, not that you'll be thinking, when are you going to have it? It's $10. That of the physical card, if you have investment that is up to $10,000, you are going to get it for free. You're going to, but what is key is that you need to do your KYC. You see, now we are all happy we are doing staking and we are making money, isn't it? Yes. But I will tell you for free that with the project of these real world assets that the company is incubating very soon, maybe by the time we update our application 2-3 times now, we are going to have the feature of real world assets, where people like us who are into real estate will be able to exhibit what we have. You can now buy houses in pieces. You don't need 10 million to buy a house in Lekki or any part of the world. You can buy $10 as a part of share in a particular structure. That is your commission there. And in as much as it's generating money, that's your asset will generate money for you. Just like BTC is how much? One. I don't think anybody here have one Bitcoin, but you can have bit of it, isn't it? Yes. You still have. So real world assets is coming soon, where you will own a property wherever you want in the world, and your bit will be your own commission. And whatever that is flying there as a reward in return to what you have as an asset, you are going to benefit from here as well. The Ubit ETF is what is enabling it right now, being operated on a platform like that of Yahoo Finance. And next week, they are going to come up with IPO for the exchange, extending their diversification into stock trading in UK. So if you miss the initial exchange offer in April, this is another opportunity for you to invest in another great opportunity. They've done it before and they can do better now that they are real in the market. And as I speak with you, I can tell you for free as well that very soon we are going to see some physical institutional assets owned by Ubit Exchange. Arrangements are just at their close. So they are incubating blockchain projects too. Hopefully, the management confirmed that hopefully by April or May, they are going to move into Ubit Exchange blockchain. They are going to have their own full-fledged blockchain. The Ubit social is working very well. If you know how to navigate yourself into it, you will enjoy it. And within their social exchange, You will have the capacity to do everything you are doing on WhatsApp. You can do it there. All the activities you can carry out on Telegram. You know, on Telegram, when you join, you could reverse back to see things that have happened before you join. You have the capacity as well to see it here. Then, WeChat, you know, you pay in China.
Yeah.
One of the easiest way to make payment is through WeChat. Through our UID that we have in establishing ourselves within the system. So with UB Social, we can as well use it to make payments within ourselves. And the community of WhatsApp, I think it's 1,000. In the community of this, you can have up to 10,000. And when it comes to what we do on Zoom, we can as well use the UB Social to do Zoom meeting, and we can have as much as up to 60,000. Even that's the first time they tried 16,000, Zoom attention was called that particular day. How come? Because the fraction of data that was used to run that meeting that particular day amazed the owner of Zoom. So this is another area where money is going to be raked. So people at times ask some questions that if we look at it holistically, maybe because we are not properly informed as per how money is being digitally generated. We must have seen some of these content creators that are being paid because they are posting something online, isn't it? Yes. So where are they getting money that they are paying them from? Where? Because I know how to do worker better than any other person. They are promoting me and people will smile. Then after some time, they will pay me. Where are they getting the money from? From the database. So you think here you are not using data? Facebook, are they not paying?
Yeah.
Telegram, is Telegram paying?
Yes, premium package.
Premium. Okay, me, I'm not there online like that. So you can see some of these social platforms, they pay people for using data. You think in an exchange you don't use data? YouTube pay, Abby? Yes. For the time you spend watching some clip, isn't it? So you think here you don't use data. And here real-time business is taking place. So if they are paying you and somebody is asking where are they getting money from, let the person put money there and take the money out. You will know what it means to go to market, to go and look for. So in digital space, nothing that is being wasted. If you are not being paid, you are being cheated somewhere. And if it's trading, not everybody will know how to trade. That's why the system set aside an opportunity for everyone. If you know how to trade, yes, the platform is there for you. Spot trading, future trading, you can exercise your profession better in every area that you belong to. But if you don't know how to trade, or you don't want to buy to hold, when it go down, I have a friend when we started, he said, put your money here. He said, no, call will go up. Call, hey, call. There was a day he put 100,000 in call. He removed it. The day he removed the 100,000 USDT from Ubitex, he took it to call. That same day, Ubitex moved 17%. That same day. This call, 100,000 went in. By the time he realized to say, this one is not coming down, Ubitex was not coming down, it was going up. Before he returned the money back here, he has already lost 23,000 USDT. Though he has recovered more than yes. So the opportunity that lies within the staking is flexible. They are not fixing everybody into a rigid arrangement. They'll say, bring your money for 1 year. And one of the security that if we want to look into business, the way bank crash, the way system crash, panic withdrawal can create that. You agree with me? Yeah. No bank in the world can take panic withdrawal without it being closed down. It's not possible because your money is not tied in one room. they are using it for other businesses, giving it out to customers. So you cannot imagine if every customer queue outside that they need their money, they will run down. Even CBN cannot stand it because they've ventured into so many other things internationally that will have tied down some aspect of the money. They use assets sometimes to stand for some of these businesses. So they are not rigid. And for now, there is opportunity for 15 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, and 360 days. This is just between now and next few days. By 1st of November, they are going to take off 15 days. We are going to sustain 30, 90, 180, and 360 days. For now, if you want to take the advantage, it's very open that you can take. If you have a short-term fund that you might need maybe in the next 3 weeks, 20 days, 30 days or less, you can still do this. If you don't want to tie the money down, just keep it within 20 days. You do 15 days, you stand to earn every day on your capital. The minimum investment is $100. It's $100. I remember some people we told when we started, then dollar was 1,450. Say no, I want dollar to come down before I join. So it's like a swear that they will never join. Because as it is right now, there's no actual reason. No facts that supports dollar to come down. Dollar can come down in December a little bit when we will start to harvest food crops and people will be selling out. And few people want to come home for December. It might make it to just a bit, but that's not going to be permanent because we don't have what it takes now to support that. And that's why you need to support yourself. So for 15 days, you can be earning 5%, if 0.5% every day on your capital. If you do 30 days, 0.6% every day on your capital, and 90 days, 0.7% every day on your capital. And if you do 180 days, you start to earn 0.8% every day on your capital. If you do 360%, it's not here, 0.85% every day. You see, the profit you are making every day, you can withdraw it every day. The minimum amount of withdrawal is $2. The minimum, yes. So this profit you are making, if you decide not to withdraw it, every day is going to attract additional 0.3% because you are being paid this commission every day with STUB. And the value of STUB is the native internal token asset of Ubit exchange. You cannot find it in the secondary exchange. You cannot even find STUB in the sports arena where you can change it for Ubit. You can't find it there. It's internal. And they make it in such a way that if you are paid with it, the value of what you are earning is equal to the value of Ubit. But for you to have access to your money that you are making, you need to convert it to Ubit. When you are converting it, that is the gateway of them taking their 5% commission. Are you getting it? Because the moment the money crosses to this place, you can take it to secondary market. You can switch it over to any other, from USDT, you can convert it to any other asset, which is there for you to withdraw. So you stand to earn as little as 0.3% on your daily earnings. In fact, this sounds very small, but if your income is big, if it's big, this 0.3%, you know, it can be over 100,000 naira every day. More than. So now, okay, let me just rush this. What does it take you to join this business? Have a good phone that can accommodate internet, smartphone that can run the operation, because not all Android of old version can run the application. You need data. You understand? Then you need to understand little things. You need to understand little thing. What's that little thing you need to understand? Where you want to put your money. how much you put there, how much you are expecting. All this, we can't run away from the fact of you asking your team leaders. It's very, very key. So I will not encourage anybody, go and look for your team leader, give money to them, let them be doing it for you. I have few people, when we started, I say, Alhaji, I don't think I will understand this thing. Just take this. And I look at it, I have close to 20 million in my care, people's money. These people don't know what they are missing. Do you know one thing? All of them said they don't mind, even if I'm getting 50% on it, what they will just give me 10%. It's you that I know I give money. You don't concern me with company. But at a point, I look at it, why will I'm making money truly, but these people will make money for themselves. Not that their money, they need it one day. I cannot pay them to say, take your money. But let them feel the joy of this. I now call them, come. I have meeting with you on Saturday in my office, please. It's very important. On Sunday, I'm traveling. They came. Oh yeah, bring your phone. I transfer all of them their money. Honestly, yesterday, one brought his wife to register 15 million yesterday. Honestly, yesterday, he did 15 million for the wife and $200 for his younger brother. If he was not enjoying it by himself, you think he will bring in somebody to join? So I will still be stagnant with the number of units of people that I have. And they've gotten even the 10% more than what they invested. So you cannot imagine if they are doing it by themselves. And they decided to do one year. The 15 million of yesterday, the wife said, is just for 3 months because they will need the money very soon. That's why they are not committing the 15 million for that period. So the business reward the promoters too. There's no how you will do this business, you will not want to promote it. Just like the example I gave you now. If you promote the business, it's not for free. The company will compensate you. And right now as it is, the first direct people you invite, you earn 15% from them, as it is right now. If I invite my ambassador here, whatever he's earning every day, I will be earning 15% of his earning. Let's say, for example, he's making $10,000 every day. I will make 15% of $10,000, which is how much? 1,000, no, 15,000. 15%. Yeah, I will make 1,500 naira from him every day. 1,500 naira from him for inviting him. If my own personal investment is giving me 1,000 naira, if I had this 1,500 with it, how much will I be earning every day? 2,500. So if ambassador invites, what's your name, sir? Mr. Tokubo invests 10,000 again. If him too, don't let's say how much he invests. If he is earning 5,000 every day, I stand to still benefit 10% of 5,000, which is 500 naira. My income will become how much? 3,000. So ambassador stand to earn 15% of that of the 5,000 that is made every day. So first level, second level, this is the only unit-level benefit that you stand to earn. Today, if our referral bonus is still delayed, it's because of the adjustment in this figure. Because from today, it's supposed to have been reduced. And from 1st of November, aside from the percentage of the first we show to us as this benefit, our referral bonus as well will be reduced. If you have not heard that before, get to know that. This 15% will be reduced to 10%, and the 10% will be reduced to 5%. All this is for sustainability of the business. Because what concerns us more is how well, and it will be well with us by the grace of God. You know why? The value, if now we are seeing it at $2.73, I can tell you for free to say between now and December, we might see it above $5. And in the next 1 year, this same Ubitex token will be over $50. It's not much. And they are not releasing into secondary like that. All the units that is in the secondary exchange is not more than 100,000 into the secondary exchange that you have right now. So you can imagine the scarcity of it and the value it do what? And people keep joining every day. When you are buying at 60%, 40% is USDT, 60% is what you are holding. you too are creating scarcity for it. And when you create scarcity for it, what is going to happen? The price will keep going up. So this is another area among other information that we have the privilege of getting from Malaysia. What is going to be the next expectation when they come to this? These are some of the partners. We are more familiar with some of them that are already in the system, and some of them are still in the pipeline to come up with very soon. So let me stop here to allow for my leaders in the house to have a contribution to it. And finally, like the sister who said she doesn't understand what blockchain is all about, or cryptocurrency. I mentioned, I said, is a digital asset or virtual currency. Now, if we have this pyramid like this, at the bottom of this pyramid, if we assume that we have this blockchain, within the digital space of the currency, this blockchain is served like the physical CBN we have in Nigeria, where the data of every financial institution in Nigeria, from agency banking, MMO, aggregators, FSB, that is MFB, that's mortgage institution, microfinance bank, commercial bank, all of these institutions, you know that their database is with where? CBN. So in a blockchain system too, is where you have cumulative data of activities, most especially within the crypto space. You have them here, and that's the interconnectivity of it, of that block, of that storage of the information is what makes it to become a block that is what? Chain, interconnected. Now, what follows this, we talk about the cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies, all of them put together, you find them within here, isn't it? You cannot talk about cryptocurrencies without having a wallet, isn't it? Yeah. So all these activities here might not have value that makes sense to real world until you come to what? Exchange. So for the benefit of this whole pyramid is being taken from here. If you look at the health sector, where you have a similar pyramid, you will want to talk of the medical doctor, you talk about the matron or the nurses, paramedical, you talk about, at the top of it here, you have the pharmacies. They are the ones that are making the money here. We have people who will not go to these people here, isn't it? Yes, but they will come here, just go to pharmacy, they will get you something. Meet a microbiologist, go for any test, you will still end up in pharmacy. If you like, see doctor, you go to pharmacy. Anything you do you still go to pharmacy, isn't it? Yes. So when you come to a real blockchain or cryptocurrency, there's nothing you want to do that you will not end up in exchange. So tell me why exchange will not be there. Thank you very much.